Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap and welcome to today's session. So I hope you all are preparing very well for the NPS Grade A or Grade B, whichever you are targeting. So today's session is going to be important because today we are going to discuss that how you can prepare for economics for the NPS Grade A or Grade B examination. Economics is going to be present in your phase 1 of NPS Grade A and Grade B as well as in the phase 2. So economics is very important. This is a very important component in your NPS Grade A or Grade B examination that I hope you have started preparing for, or if you have not started yet, so today I will tell you the strategy that how you can prepare economics for the NPS Grade A and Grade B. What should be the books that you can follow for coverage of economics syllabus. If you do not have any course, you do not have to worry because there are some books that will provide you much of the material for the coverage of your syllabus in economics, as well as what are the important chapters or what are the important areas in the different topics that you have to focus on. So all of this we are going to discuss in today's session so that you have the clarity that how you can prepare for economics for the NPS examination. Okay, now before starting with this session, I hope you can see the banner. In the banner you can see that EduTap is providing you some free material. There is the free course that has been present for you where you are getting the free demo lectures, you are getting the free notes. So you can just click in the description box below. You can go to the description box below and there is the link that is provided to you for getting the access of the free material. Okay, so do go to the description box below, click in the link and you can get the free material. Okay, so now let's start with the session. Let's start with how you can prepare for economics. First, let's start with the strategy. So what is the strategy for economics? See, this is the syllabus that has been provided for you for the NPS Grade A or Grade B. So whichever grade you are preparing for, Grade A or Grade B, this is the syllabus for economics that has been provided to you. So what is the strategy for economics first of all? So in economics, first try to understand that economics is both a conceptual and theoretical subject. There is the concept clarity that also you require, as well as there are theories also that you have to cram. So you need the understanding as well as there is the cramming that also you have to do. So do not be stuck that okay, let's say in classical or Keynesian theory there are some assumptions that have been given. So remember that these theories have been given in 1700s, in 1900s. So there were the assumptions that were taken as per the conditions of that time. So those assumptions we cannot change because the theory has already been given in the past. So you will have to cram the assumptions. You will have to just cram the assumptions. In that you cannot change anything. So in the classical and Keynesian theory, there are the assumptions that you have to cram. There is the theoretical knowledge that you have to gain. But in demand and supply, there is concept clarity that you require. In the national income, there is concept clarity that is required. In the market structure, you have to cram the features. So remember that economics is a mixture of the conceptual clarity and theoretical knowledge. So in some areas, you will have to cram the things. Okay, so do not forget about that. Now, I hope this is clear that economics is both a conceptual and theoretical subject, and it has to be approached from the sense that you have to understand some things while you have to cram the other things. Next, focus on covering the width of the syllabus rather than depth. If you continue going in depth in market structure, there are features, there are different theories of oligopoly, theories related to monopolistic market and such. So if you try to go deep and deep in the market structure, there are chapters and chapters of market structure, and market structure might take your weeks and weeks, and that much time you do not have. So rather than going into the depth, focus on the width of the syllabus. First try to cover the syllabus in the whole manner. First try to have the basic knowledge of the different topics. Okay, so if you have the basic knowledge of the market structure, that oligopoly is there, monopolistic monopoly, perfect competition is there, what are the basic features of these competitions. So first you have the basic knowledge about the topic, move to the other topic so that you have the basic knowledge of all the concepts, and any question that comes, at least you have the basic knowledge to approach that question, to see that question and to try to answer that question. Okay, so rather than focusing on depth in economics, focus on the width of the syllabus, because if you are covering the width of the syllabus, you have the basic understanding, you have the basic knowledge of the different concepts, and those basic knowledge is going to help you to answer many of the questions. Okay, because in economics, even if you have the basic knowledge, you will be able to answer many of the question. Okay, so focus on the width. I am again telling you, focus on the width. Do not leave any of the topic given in the syllabus. At least have the basic clarity, at least have the basic knowledge in the topics. Okay, practice multiple MCQs. Once you have read through the concepts, once you have read through the theory part, practice multiple MCQs, because in economics you might feel that okay, I understand, okay, I have read this, okay, I have understood this, but when you answer the MCQs, everything will become jumbled up in your brain. Okay, so when you practice multiple MCQs, you will recognize that where you are making the mistake and where you are able to answer perfectly. Okay, so practice multiple MCQs, answer multiple MCQs, so that you have the idea that how much coverage you have done and like in which direction you are going. So once you have covered a chapter, let's say demand and supply, then try multiple MCQs. You will get some new information also, as well as you will understand that how much coverage you have done, how much clarity you already have. Okay, so practice multiple MCQs, because the reading only will not help you much in economics. You have to practice multiple MCQs for each of the chapter. Okay, revision is also very necessary, because if you are reading economics for the first time, things will get jumbled up, things will get quite complicated in your brain. So do revise, so that with the revision you are getting more and more clarity. Okay, now coming to books. So if you are preparing for economics, and if you are preparing for NPS Grade A or Grade B, and if you do not have any course, then Anna Kortsianis Modern Microeconomics. So Modern Microeconomics book by Anna Kortsianis is very good for covering your demand and supply and market structure. Again, let me tell you that market structure, there are multiple chapters of market structure, but first focus on the features of market structure and the basic idea of the markets, the basic diagrams of market. Okay, so do not try to go into the theories, just have the basic idea of the market structure, basic features of the different markets, and the basic diagrams or the demand and demand conditions, equilibrium conditions of the different markets. Okay, rather than going to the theories, first focus on features and the equilibrium conditions. Okay, so demand and supply and the market structure, these two topics you will get in the Anna Kortsianis book. Now the rest, national income and rest of your topics, you can get in the macroeconomics book by H.L. Ahuja. So this is very good book for covering the other concepts, other topics. So these are the two books that are very good sources in economics for your coverage of the topics. If you do not have any course, then you can follow these books for your coverage. Now coming to the important chapters. See, now in economics, as I've told you, that you have to cover the width. That means all the concepts you have to cover, all the topics you have to cover. Even if you are getting the basic idea, try to get that basic idea. Before focusing on the depth of a topic, focus on the width of covering the syllabus. Okay, so demand and supply, market structure, national income, these are some important chapters that you have to cover. Multiplier, the formulas in multiplier are important. ISLM model. Now if you want to cover the ISLM model, which is a very important chapter, if you want to cover this chapter in the ISLM model, you first need to have the understanding of demand and supply of money and the Keynesian approach. So ISLM model is based on the demand and supply of our money and the Keynesian approach. So once you have done these two topics, then only you will be able to do the ISLM model. So that's why in economics, see, everything is interrelated. Everything is interrelated in economics. That's why I am focusing on the width of the syllabus, because when you cover the width of the syllabus, when you have the basic understanding of the different concepts, then only you will be able to move forward in economics. Okay, so in economics, yes, you have to focus more on demand and supply, you have to focus more on the market structure, at least do the features and the equilibrium condition in the market structure, the profit condition in the market structure and such. National income concepts and such is important. Then multiplier, ISLM model is important, Phillips curve is important, as well as this B part is also very important. Balance of payment, inflation that you are doing in your finance also, monetary and fiscal policy, NBFIs. So these are the important areas that you have to cover. But in the economics, other topics also at least have the basic idea. Okay, so in demand and supply, the basics are required: the shift in demand, the shift in supply curve, the movement in the demand and supply curve, elasticity, price elasticity of demand, income elasticity of demand, cross elasticity of demand. So demand and supply is an important chapter. Now in market structures, the features are important of the different markets and the equilibrium condition as well as the profit loss conditions. Okay, so these conditions are important. The theories, I will ask you that focus on the width first. That is, the theories you can do, if you want to do, you can do after you have covered the syllabus. Then you can focus on the theories in market structure, because there are numerous very complicated theory. So first try to cover the features and the equilibrium condition in market structure, then just have the basic idea of theories if you get the time. Okay, national income, focus on conversion, gross to net, domestic to national, market price to factor cost. So conversion is important. Three methods of calculating national income: income method, value added method, expenditure method. Real GDP, nominal GDP, GDP deflator. So such concepts you have to cover in national income. Classical and Keynesian theory, just have the basic idea. Consumption function, have the basic idea. Investment function, just the basic idea. Multiplier and accelerator. In the multiplier, try to cover the formulas. The investment multiplier, or the government expenditure multiplier, foreign trade multiplier, tax multiplier. So focus on the formulas in multiplier. Have the basic idea of accelerator and do focus on the assumptions of accelerator also. Demand and supply for money. So just the basics. Try to do the basics in these chapter. Then ISLM model, the slope, the steepness or the flatness of IS curve or LM curve, the shift in IS curve, rightward or leftward shift, the shift in LM curve. So focus on the slope, shift and the interaction between IS and LM curve. Okay, so ISLM is a little important. Then Phillips curve, short run Phillips curve, long run Phillips curve. Okay, so these are the areas that you have to focus on in these chapters that I have told you. And the B point, balance of payment. In the balance of payment, you have the current account, you have the capital account, and the accommodating and the autonomous transaction. So if you are getting clear in these topics, so that is covering the balance of payment. Okay, then monetary and fiscal policy, tools of monetary policy, tools of fiscal policy, how they are changed in the different scenarios. NBFI is just the basic idea that how the NBFCs are different from banks and such. So in economics, just focus on covering the width and all the concepts, all the topics that is given in the syllabus. At least do the basics first. At least do the basics. In some topics, yes, you can go a little deeper also, but for most of the topics, as the time is left is less, so first try to cover the width of the syllabus. Okay, so this is the idea. I hope I'm making the things a little more understandable, that first focus on the width of the syllabus. Okay, because if you focus on demand and supply, if you focus on market structure, you might waste your weeks and weeks in covering that topic only. So rather than that, you have to set the time that okay, demand and supply, I will first do the basics, I will cover it in 1 or 2 days. Okay, so this is the risk that you have to take, because the time is very less. So you have to take the risk of doing the basics first. When your basics are clear, and then if you have time, then only you should go for the upper levels. Okay, so this is the idea. So now before ending the session, I want to show you the website of EduTap. So if you go to the edutap.in, you can go to the courses section. In the courses section, there is the NPS Grade A and Grade B courses that you can see. So here you can see that what all you will be getting. So you will be getting the different courses, like the test series has been launched for phase 1, phase 2, for phase 2 only, and there are the additional subjects. For that, there is a different course that is provided to you for the phase 2, for phase 1 plus phase 2. So there are the different courses that are being provided to you. Whichever you want to get, you can get, and you can see that there is a hefty discount that is going on all the NPS courses, so that you can get the courses at the cheap price, so that it can help you in clearing the examination. Okay, so you can get the different courses, and you can see that what all you will be getting in the courses, like in the test series, what all you will be getting, chapter wise test, full length test you are getting, in additional subjects what you are getting. So you can see the different courses that are provided to you, who all will be teaching or what all you will be getting, you can see here. Okay, so just go to just go to edutap.in, the courses section. In the courses, just NPS Grade A and Grade B courses, as well as I have told you that the banner is here. Through the banner, like here it is written that you can click, or you can go to the description box and click in the link to get the free material also. Okay, so this is all for today. I hope that you have got some value addition through this video, and do try to focus on the width, and I have given you some areas also that you can focus on. Okay, so this is it for this session. Thank you everyone. Thank you for joining the session. Thank you everyone.